General Secretary. General Secretary of the greatest political movement in the English-speaking Caribbean. Miss Lucky One Boy, medical doctor with a law degree and a no fenke, a real general. Comrades of Central Jamaica, make welcome General Secretary, Comrade Dayton Campbell.
Raise the fist and shout out power. Raise the voice and say it louder. Rock your body if you love Jamaica. Rock your body if you really love Jesus.
Of this evening's meeting, my brother and my friend, Big Bad Codes out of Alligator Pond, TJ, big up yourself. I want to say a special good evening to our incoming Prime Minister and his dear wife and his children, Mark Jefferson Golden. All of the comrades on the platform, and I look in the audience and I see some blood and fire come. I say respect you, big up yourself. You know that I'm a man who go to my church and love my God. I hear Labourite try to you know. I hear even the Prime Minister carry some crowd with him from town go down to Westmoreland yesterday. And you know him stay there and him no want to call your name and him say the other man. But Mr. Prime Minister, I am going to answer you when you are leader of opposition. Tonight I'm talking to the people of Jamaica. I have no time to respond to you tonight. Lying lips are an abomination. The Jamaica Labour Party is filled with lying lips. We sat down last night and we watched a debate. When we listen to the analysts on TVJ, them say PNP win. When we listen to the analysts on CVM, them say PNP win. When we go over social media, PNP win. The only place Labourite win over nationwide, and Labourite won't talk about win.
At the new name for the bus driver. That's how you hear from every corner. The name a ring throughout Jamaica.
Hold on. I hear them in the debate talking about the state of healthcare and said they're going back to what was said a few years ago. Oh, Christian soldiers, I wish you knew this song that we used to sing when we grew up. That says, roll back the curtains of memories now and then. Show me where you brought me from and where I could have been. They think we have forgotten. I remember a few years ago that IGL said that they wrote to the government to ask them how much oxygen they would need in the COVID pandemic. They said the government did not respond to them. I remember people dying at Sav Hospital and other hospitals in Jamaica because we ran out of oxygen under this wicked, uncaring government. I hear them come back again. And they said that in 10 years, they have not imposed any new taxes. It is a lie from the bottom of the pit of hell. In 2016 and in 2017, the documents are there to show Audley Manor Yard Shaw imposed new taxes to pay for the 1.5.
2 weeks, Jamaicans will have to pay more at the checkout counter for general consumption tax, which has now gone up to 17.5%. The public will also have to pay more for fuel, electricity, and cigarettes. The Finance Minister
we will send out the something so you can see it. The documents are there. They're in the parliament, they're in the public square, where they imposed $31 billion worth of new taxes to pay for the 1.5 that they said would not require any new taxes. Then I hear them talking about how the PNP is planning to impose new taxes to develop our agriculture development fund. I want labor rights listener, listen good. And if your left ears now work, turn your right ears. Because them said deaf ears give liar trouble, so you now listen well. But I want to say to you now, we are going to use a portion of the existing taxes that we collect on imported food items to put an agricultural development fund in place. So not only will we not impose any new taxes, but for the 30,000 security guard, for the nurses, for the firemen who work overtime, we are going to take off the tax off of that too. Not only will we not impose any new taxes, but for the workers in the hospitality industry who get your tips and your gratuity and your commission, we are going to take tax off of that too. Why are we promoting agricultural development fund? Because in Jamaica we have 262,000 registered farmers. So that now, 5 years ago, this government signed on to something at CARICOM that they would decrease the food import bill in Jamaica by 25% in 5 years. 5 years ago they signed on to that. What has happened is now hold on. I hear the outgoing Prime Minister saying that there are no safe seats. And I want to tell him from down in Manchester tonight, Mr. Prime Minister, keep your eyes on Manchester, St. Elizabeth. 8 out of 8, we are going to clean sweep the parishes of Manchester and St. Elizabeth. No. The man get up and the man start campaign at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. Lord Jesus. 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. We have our comrade leader in yard with him wife, his loving wife. I take care of him wife with the outer road like strays at 1 o'clock in the morning. outgoing Prime Minister is behaving like a thief in the night. I never call him thief. Don't open up your eye wide. I never call him so. I said he's behaving like a thief in the night. All right. Let me go back at church. He might behave like Nicodemus. They know that they can't win this fair and square. They know that they can't win this fair and square. And so they're going to come with all sort of chickini. Well, I have taken a decision. And we have bought integrity lamps for every single constituency. So that we are going to train our indoor agent. Take up your integrity lamp. Look on the voter ID. Look for the security marks. Every single constituency that the PNP is putting up a candidate has been given their integrity lamp so they can look at the ID to make sure that the necessary security features are there. And if you see somebody coming at the polling station and you know to God, say why him same name and not him name, so we are going to ball out. 95 and section 96 of the representation of the peoples at the roper for you to impersonate somebody. So comrades, look out for them, because a one man, one vote in this election, them not thief this. So anyone of you labor right out there who did that thing say you can come vote in a smaddy name, take it off of your mind, because if you come up there, members say you're going to meet the law, because we are going to enforce and ensure that the laws of the land are upheld. Now comes even a taxi driver, you have to renew your transport license ever so often in order for you to carry people on the roads. None of us, not me as a doctor, we don't get to determine who upon the body we give with the license. The Prime Minister and his government got to determine who are the commissioners for the Integrity Commission. And even when him pick the commissioner, him still can't get certified for do for him work. So we're going to replace Mr. Uncertified with the clean, certified integrity boss, Mark Golden.
All of my colleagues on the platform, all of the workers, warriors, foot soldiers, supporters who have come here to Mandeville in your tens of thousands tonight. PNP River coming like a tsunami, coming down bank to bank. Everywhere I look, I am seeing orange. A sea of orange. Comrades, the 3rd of September is soon to be upon us. We have put in the work. We have united our party and made it strong again. We have put our shoulders to the wheel and rebuilt our organization so it is strong again. We have put our intellect to work And we've come up with the policies and programs that can take Jamaica forward out of the rut, out of the stagnation after nearly 10 years of Labour Party rule. Comrades, the people of this country are tired of the lack of integrity in public life. They're tired of a government that has been scraping and scraping what should be for the people's benefit and ensuring that it goes into the pockets of themselves and them friends and their cronies. That is why I am determined to bring a new form of governance to the country with integrity in the center of everything we do and accountability, our mantra, so that people can believe that their government is working in their interests. That is why, comrades, we're going to juke them with the impeachment legislation. We're going to juke them with the unexplained wealth order. We're going to juke them with the disclosure of our financial returns for all members of our government. Not just the Prime Minister, whose can't be published because these are not certified, and not just the leader of the opposition. Comrades, to all undecided voters out there, and all persons who don't consider themselves connected to a political party, come the 3rd of September, you have a choice to make. Do you want to put Jamaica under 5 more years of corrupt rule with a leader whose certified situation is improper? He cannot have his return certified, and where institutions of governance are under attack? Or do you want a Jamaica where the institutions of accountability are supported and strengthened, and where the persons who are serving in government have signed the leadership code of conduct? All of our representatives in the shadow cabinet have signed the Integrity Commission code of conduct. Not one JLP has signed it. That is a signal of what to expect if those people come back to government again. Comrades, I heard last night in the debate where one of their debaters took an idea that I had proposed in my budget speech in 2022 and tried to pretend that it is theirs. This is something they do all the time. They are copycats. They don't have original thoughts. I had said in 22 and I say it now, all of our student loan borrowers, we are going to give you an amnesty so that your arrears of interest and any penalties that have been charged to your account are forgiven, because we want to ensure you get a fresh start when the next government of the PNP comes into office, and take the burden of those arrears off of you, because we want to reform the way the student loan system works. It is a fact that hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans live on land and they don't have any ownership paper to show and give them the security of tenure. It was after slavery that the colonialists passed the law to say that you had to live on land for over 60 years, public land, before you could acquire title. That was at a time when the average life expectancy of human beings on earth was way less than 60. They never wanted our people to own land in this country. Well, the next PNP government is going to look after your interests. We want you to become owners. We will amend the law so that you're entitled to a title for your property after 25 years of possession on public land. And we're going to make it happen. And for the workers of this country, for too long, some employers have been abusing the contract work system. Have you I kind of puppet on a string where you're on short-term contracts being renewed and you don't get the benefits that the law of Jamaica intends for you to have? We are going to put an end to that. There will be no more abuse of the contract work system. You will be properly recognized as employees with the full range of rights and benefits that you are supposed to have under the employment law of Jamaica. And if you are employed in the public sector or the private sector and you're earning up to $6 million a year and you earn overtime pay, TeamPNP government is going to make your overtime pay tax-free. You will have more money in your pocket on payday under the PNP. And for our hotel workers and other workers in hospitality who rely on tips and gratuity for a portion of their income, we are going to implement the promise we made months ago. Once we form government, your tips and your gratuity will no longer be taxed. You will get that money in your pocket without deduction of tax. The PNP is looking after the interests of the hotel workers and hospitality workers. And we recognize that we have to do more for our children and their parents who are struggling under the cost of living pressures. That is why we have the EASE program, to ensure a hot, nutritious meal for every needy child. 55% of the school children are from a situation where they are suffering from food insecurity. Under the PNP, come to school. You don't need lunch money. You will get your hot, nutritious meal produced from good Jamaican food, grown by the good Jamaican farmers. We're going to spend $9 billion a year extra to make that happen. And for the parents who struggle with the lunch money and also with the transportation costs, and the children are not going to school 5 days a week during the school term because the transportation costs are too much for them, we're going to send out the social worker. We're going to send out the guidance counselor. We're going to check it out. And if that's your situation, $10,000 a month per child you will get as a subsidy to cover your transportation costs. Under the next PNP government, 20,000 families will benefit from that across Jamaica. We're going to juke them with the ride. We're going to juke them with the ease. And we want to ensure that those children who work so hard and try to make their parents proud, and they are keep themselves out of bad company, and they get their subjects and they want to go further to university or college, but they can't cross it financially. The First in Family Scholarship is for you. We're going to juke them with that too, because we want to make sure that they can go to university or college on a full scholarship, and their families will be uplifted out of poverty, because at least one of them will get into the ranks of those who are earning a better income in the society. Now, comrades, when we launched our manifesto a couple of weeks ago, we said that we were going to be publishing another document summarizing the main points in our manifesto, but with a little icing on the cake too. And tomorrow we'll be launching that document. But there's something I want to give you a sneak preview of tonight. Now I hear the Labourites are talking about adjusting the rate of income tax. But that is going to benefit those who are very, very wealthy more than it will benefit those who are less wealthy. Because the rate, once reduced for them, means that they will be paying less tax. because they're earning more to begin with. We are going to deal with that matter in a way that benefits those who need it most. Under the PNP government that is to come, we will be increasing the tax threshold so that persons who currently pay tax at 25%, if they're earning up to $3.5 million a year, they will be paying tax at 0%. Under the next PNP government, we'll be raising the threshold to give them a tax-free income.
Turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. If you want things to really get nice, now at the time to make the right choice.
And we won't stop there, because as the economy improves and the fiscal space improves, we will raise that tax threshold further and further, because we want money to be in the pockets of those who are struggling right now to make ends meet, so they can consume goods and services and make the economy stronger, make their lives better, and make Jamaica move up, up, up. One aim and one destiny is what we are dealing with for all Jamaican people. So, comrades, I feel the energy here tonight. And I'm asking everybody here tonight to maintain that energy right through until the polls close on the 3rd of September. Let us deliver a new day for Jamaica. Let us deliver a better life for our families and for generations to come. Let us clean up our act in this country. Let us clean up our environment in this country. Let us do it with clean hands and a clean heart. Join Iman, Marky G on the journey to progress, because we're marching on to victory. One love, comrades. God bless you all. The 3rd of September will be a new day, and we will see the light of progress once again. Power to the people.